So today I wanted to shoot this video to acknowledge another YouTuber out there. I've never spoke directly to another YouTuber out there in a video, or really I should say make a video really just directed towards a particular person or channel. So I'm going to do that here, and it's with all good intentions. The channel that I am reaching out to in acknowledgement is at JordanU. The reason for this video is, first, I want to acknowledge your 10-year anniversary for your channel on YouTube. And I want to acknowledge the video that you did acknowledging your 10-year anniversary. But really what I wanted to say is I really wanted to thank you for what you've done with your channel, because really your channel has inspired me to start making videos. So I want to thank you for that. And the video that you did acknowledging your 10-year anniversary really actually validated the reasons why I started doing this myself. This channel is minuscule compared to your channel, but I didn't do it much like you. I didn't do it to make money or get as many views or whatever. I did it to connect with people in the community. This channel's mainly so far been about really vintage fans and tools and doing some projects here and there, and kind of showing some of my interests along with some of my son's interests. But you've influenced me, Jordan, and for sure. So I could say not only are you a successful YouTuber, but you are also an influencer, and you really motivated me to get off my butt. What I think really motivated me is your videos are authentic, and much like you talked about in your anniversary video, they're real with really not any editing. And that's really what I think the reason why I was really attracted to your channel and others that do that format is because it's just you being you. It's like a couple of guys hanging out, talking, and sharing like hobbies. So I want to thank you for that. And like you did in your video, I made some notes to talk about as well. Being an influencer, I guess you could say, I wanted to take that a step further, and not just that you've had an impression on me. I have two kids, a 12-year-old and 11-year-old. And we're at a point now where we will listen to some of your prank phone calls from your channel when we're together, or we'll listen to them in the car, and they'll say, oh, play the one that Jordan does this or do that. So we have our favorites. So if your views go up for your comedy section, that's likely my kids and I listening. We're at a point now even further than that. My kid's favorite video of yours is when you're reading about the park bench. We call it bench because all the typos, and you read and you start cracking yourself up. We actually quote that to one another quite often. And you may not even remember that video because you've done so many of them, but that is one we quote all the time to each other because it, as you say in the video, it's comedy gold. And I like what you did with your advice on your anniversary video. It's really validating because that's really what I've been trying to do, and to see someone I look up to in the YouTube world give those tips that you did about the channel being more so about the person versus the content. And I think that's what really drew me into your channel is your personality. Whether it's, I don't know if you realize how funny you are sometimes in doing a serious video, but you make the material that much more interesting. To the point where I am not a cordless phone guy, but whenever you post a new one, I watch it, because when you leave voice messages and do all the testing, I mean, that is comedy gold right there. But I mean it in a respectful way. Just the way your approach is great. And then I think really the last thing is, I appreciate you giving some insight to the equipment that you use. I need to make some upgrades myself, no doubt, but I was always curious what you did. Your video of the day videos of where you've actually recorded yourself doing a video of something else, that has been kind of useful to me to see your setup. And I think you talk about it in your video, where you have an inexpensive camera, tripod. That was advice I picked up right away at the very beginning when I started making videos back in March for this channel, was to use a tripod. So I know I'm going to forget something I wanted to say, but I just thought it was worth telling you how much influence that you've had on me. And I do think your influence is far reaching than you even know. Others will comment on my content referencing you. They'll reference a fan you have. They'll reference something, or they'll use a phrase. You've definitely have coined many phrases over the years, which is fun, and it's very unique to you. I think lastly, I just want to share with you how I found your channel, if that may be of interest to you. I love, and I've talked about it on my channel, my favorite box fan is Edison. It's what I grew up with. I know it's not everybody's favorite fan. It doesn't matter. I was looking for something on how to repair a slipping hub or blade on it. This was a number of years ago when you were at the old location, and you had a McGraw-Edison Comfort fan with the Venturi ring on it. I think you used it this summer as well. And you had a video on it, and that was like one of the first videos that came up. So I thought, oh, this is a cool fan. Let me see what this guy's doing. And that's really what hooked me. So when you talk about the tags and the keyword search and the magic algorithm, that's what pulled me into your channel. And then you had the right content for what I was looking for, and I've never looked back. And to answer your question, or not question, but you mentioned in your video that you think people at times put your videos on in the background. Absolutely true. Your video of the day, I will run in the background while I'm working. Don't tell anyone. Or if I'm just doing stuff around the house and I'm not making videos of my own, I'll do that. But certainly there are ones that I pay very close attention to because it's something relevant to that I'm working on. So I just want to say, keep up the good work, and thank you for being you, and thank you for being the influencer that you are. And I hope you have 10 more years, many, many more years, and perhaps next year in Allentown at the fan meetup, I can make it. It was that close this year, and hopefully next year I get to shake your hand. So if you're watching this, awesome. I hope you do see it, and maybe we'll cross paths one day. Signing off.